Alright, today is Saturday. I had a video in the works, but it just got too, involved and too long, so I just kind of deleted it. I got some really good stuff in the mail today. I got some A&W coupons. Those are always great to have. This whole thing where I'm sending out a TTM and then getting one back in the mail is working really well. The last few times I threw stuff in the box. I put in two today. They were a couple of abandoned cards. Randy O'Neal, and I looked in my collection. I only had 186 Fleer Randy O'Neal that had been randomly sitting out for months, years, and I just said, you know what, send it. But I did not have, for my 86 Donruss, I had no Randy O'Neal. For all the other years, I had no Randy O'Neals. I checked my minor league cards, I had no Randy O'Neals. And unfortunately, that's just how everything is. I have to go and buy cards. So I said, you know what, I explained my plight and said, this is the only one I have. I can't find any of the cards of you. So that's basically what I did. This one came in, I will say, yesterday. And I got one of the greatest Olympians cards. I have not seen very many people get these anymore, as a lot of these people, they're easy to get or they're not easy to get. So I got Bill Bradley. It's kind of a signature there, I guess. I'm not familiar with him that much, so you can do your homework on that one. This is card number 9. There's 3 or 4 different versions of this card. This is the common one with the Los Angeles stars there, the triple, the red, white, and blue stars. Then there's one, I think, with the black Olympic rings. Then there's another one with M&Ms, and I think there's maybe even a 4th one that came from Hostess, maybe, that you cut out of the box. Now, not all of those other sets have all the same versions or the same pictures of cards. So there's some that I tried to make a video on and nobody responded to it. So if you love the Olympic cards and don't know what you're sending, then you need to do some more homework there. And then this one came in today. And this one came from, where does it say? Atlanta, probably Atlanta Metro or something like that. Really don't know. Couple Elvis stamps. What's interesting is that the envelope that came in yesterday and this one were the exact same envelope. What I mean by that is that I had a small hand set of these kind of envelopes, and so I didn't. But this one came from Rod Gilbreth, and I cannot remember if this came from Autograph Den or if this came from COMC. And this is the infielder, Rod Gilbreth, 1979 TCMA. I don't see very many people getting that one signed. And I talked, I guess, about the Portland Beavers there, because he was from the Portland Beavers, the Pacific Coast League. And that's the only card I sent him, as far as I remember. And then I sent him this, but he gave it back to me. So I'm going to give this back to somebody else, but here's chicken and onion salad. Maybe he didn't want that. Maybe he thought I wanted it back, or maybe he made a copy of it. No idea. But there's the recipe of the chicken onion salad. If you don't know, I was getting these recipe cards for barely even a penny at the Goodwill store. And so I was buying tons of recipe cards, and then I was throwing them. Some of them are like those paper, kind of like a coupon type paper, and I was sending out those types of recipes because they are practically free. I can get magazines, like cooking magazines, for free somewhere, and I can cut those out and then give people recipes, and some people have thanked me for the recipe. So, but some people don't realize that I don't want to ever see this back. I was trying to repurpose something that was just being laid to waste somewhere. So the other thing, and I'm trying not to buy very much anymore right now, if I can find it here. If I can get to it. Here we go. This is the seller that I think I was. So if you've ever bought from NASCAR Central Supply, I just wanted to refresh and hit the completed listings here and see what we have here. See what recently has sold. But they're selling lacrosse cards, softball cards, basketball cards, NASCAR, all that fun stuff there. See who has sold here. All kinds of stuff. And these were all sold. They're selling a lot of the ONIT cards. They actually have Washington State cards. So if you're a fan of the Washington State Huskies, they've got cards of those. And these are from 2024. There's some 2025 cards that I didn't even know about. Hold on a second. Grab my binder, which I just had. And I was looking for this binder. I won't get into the story exactly why or how. I didn't know where these cards were, and I found them accidentally in a random binder of stuff here. These are some Oregon State women's basketball cards here. Kind of a nifty design there, a wild colors design there. I don't know what year that is, and I'm not going to look it up. And then just some other random cards that were abandoned, things that need to go in other binders. So work on that this afternoon, I guess. I'm just really tired and had a small headache. But I got these last year, and I looked to see if I could find any box breaks on YouTube, and there are 0. So if you don't know, ONIT or Onnit makes a lot of college sports cards here, and they have autographs, and the packs are something like $12 a pack through their website, and they're usually around $60 a box. So I'm happy to buy base cards for like $1 to $1.50 or whatever they are, $2 on eBay, and the shipping kind of mounds up there. But I only have 7 of these, and I bought 3 more, and I have, these are from, I showed you these last year. I almost bought Jenna Laird until I realized I already had that card, because I like the frozen ball. Shout out to 4-Leaf, and then some of the action shots there, sort of action shots, or maybe posed shots, you know, just during practice, maybe, because that's what it looks like. Most of those are during practice. But this one, the Jayla Torrance, it looks like it's during a game. Sorry for the light here because the sun is coming in quite. But anyway, I picked up some more, and all I had were, but you know, when I was looking, these were not listed. Then when I turned around and looked, they had just listed some new ones, the 2025 ONIT Onnit Ohio State Buckeyes. So I got 3 Buckeyes cards there. Now I only bought 3 because, you know, that turned out to be almost $7. $6.50 for, you know, this card was only 99 cents, $1.29, $1.29, but then that's 1, 2, 3, and then $1 for shipping. So, you know, it's $1 for each card, and then it maxes out at some weird number like $4.30 or something crazy like that. So you got to buy 4 or 5 cards before you get, you know, any additional free shipping type cards there. And so if you're really not into buying like 10 or 12 cards there, then the shipping can really kind of eat at you, if you know, just for a few cards. But that's all I wanted to do. I was just kind of looking inside. I was thinking, hey, softball cards, shouldn't they be coming out this time? And again, the Washington cards are very popular. Then there's like Marcus Armstrong. So they've been doing also indie cards too, ONIT on it. But if I go to eBay, well, I mean, not sorry, eBay. We're already in eBay. But if I went to YouTube, which I don't need to do, well, I'll do this right anyway here. Let's just go to, and the crazy thing is, I'll do one little story here. Onnit athlete cards. Okay, let's look up Onnit athlete cards. I looked up Onnit softball and I found nothing. So I don't know why. There was none, but I finally found Onnit cards. It was really impossible to find because I did a search for cards yesterday and that didn't show up for whatever reason. But then the other thing is that I typed in ONIT on eBay. That's what I meant to say. And guess what happened? They said, well, we don't like your search terms. How about ours? So I clicked on their search terms, ONNIT with 2 N's, and they said, eBay has found 0 results. Would you like to go back to your 689 items that you found, or something crazy like that? So basically, eBay was wrong, and I was correct. That's what but again, they're mostly showing the football cards here. If I type in Onnit softball, and watch this. Onnit softball cards. I typed in Onnit softball, and that is bizarre because, again, eBay or YouTube must have been broken last night because all I was getting was obituaries for softball. That was crazy. But I guess we got, here we go, we got some Onnit. I would just show you here what these things look like here. So University of Alabama trading cards. So if you're in like, they mostly have a lot of southern states so far, and Midwest. But anyway, this is Onnit Athlete, and I guess that's their little YouTube page there. So kind of cool. If you know nothing about that, oh look at Montana Fouts. Oh wow, I need a Montana Fouts card. That's cool. I don't know what that's going to go for, but anyway, hope you enjoyed that, and to give you a little look into something that you may not have known existed. I mean, my video originally, that when I showed the first softball cards, only got like 40 plus views. So take a look at this, and thank you for watching.